Welcome back to the show. Barren County Trojan baseball in the house. 15th District champs last year. Tristan Meach and my man Matthew Estes and skipper Derek Alfonso. Guys, thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it.
Baseball is in the air. You can smell spring when it's 60 outside. It's starting to happen. Well, I mean, you know, we put a bow on last season with a great effort coming down, closing it out. Big win in Clinton County. You pitched a no-hitter against Campbellsville and Glasgow last year in the postseason. That's great. Coach, anything that's going to surprise us about the Trojans this year?
No, I mean, we got one senior. Tristan's going to be our only senior this year, so still, you know, semi-young, but most of our guys have a lot of experience. The juniors have been playing now this will be their third year. Most of them have been starting. We'll have some sophomores and some freshmen that contribute a little bit, and we're just looking forward to kind of a different role this year. I feel like this year we're probably going to have a little bit more of a target on our back than years prior, just because of the run that we had last year and how young we were, and now that we're stepping up. So we're excited to take that next step and see where it takes us.
You know, you mentioned that last year. With such a young team that you did it last year, I think there was only around 4 seniors last year on last year's team.
We only had 2 last year.
2 last year.
Yeah.
So the fact that you didn't lose much of your roster and you win a district championship and you make a good run in the 4th region, obviously you have to be pretty proud of that. You know, what was your feelings after last year when you dealing with such a young team who was able to make a run like that?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, keeping them focused and engaged and understanding what they were capable of doing, even though the season, the win-loss record during the season wasn't all that great. We play a tough schedule, and we always will. We have since I got there. So, I don't really put too much stock into the win-losses in the regular season, even though I want to win, obviously, all the games. But I knew that we had a team that was capable of making a run, and we did. We played really, really well at the right time and gave ourselves a chance, even against South Warren in the region, who ended up, going on and winning the region and making a good run in the state. So we had a lot that I think we can draw a lot off of what happened last year, and I think that's going to be the biggest focus this year, is to try to repeat that and be more consistent throughout the entire season. I'm
going to ask the Southpaw here a little bit about this year being, his senior year and going out with a bang, if you will. Coming off such a nice run like Coach alluded to there. Is there added pressure on you, Matthew, Tristan, knowing that, every pitch matters, man, your senior year?
I mean, not really. Go out there, do my thing, and hope for the best, I guess.
Well, has it hit for you that it is your senior year? I mean, probably not, since it's still January, season hasn't started yet. But for you, has it gone through your mind that this is your last year in high school?
I mean, a little bit, but it's still go out there, have fun, and kind of take it one game at a time and just play baseball, I guess. I don't know.
I love it. Matthew, are you going to be that laid back on the mound this year? Because this will be your first year tossing it for the varsity squad.
I got a couple appearances last year, so I was able to get a little jitter out, but I'm still trying to establish myself. I want to show that the work I've been putting in this offseason has paid off. So, yeah.
Very good.
With you playing a little bit last year, what's something last year that you felt like, okay, going into this offseason, this is what I'm going to work on, this is what I want to improve on, and this is what I want to show people as I get older?
I mean, I could have say like the physical stuff was a big part, but the mental space I was in, I needed to improve on. When I was pitching for JV, I didn't have a problem, but when I got to varsity, it was a little bit more of this is varsity, I need to step it up, and I was really hard on myself in between the years.
Well, your skipper, Warren Central Dragon Hall of Famer, and Louisville Cardinal. Nobody's done it any better than Derek Alfonso. Derek, we've seen what kind of talent you got on the mound this year. What are the bats going to be like, man?
Well, we lost our 3-hole and our 4-hole hitter from last season, so we gotta find guys to replace that production. But it's going to be the same. I mean, we bring back the twins that come back in and have been there now. This is their 3rd year, so we're really strong up the middle. We're always going to be that team that runs the bases well and steals a lot of bags and tries to move runners and try to find ways to score runs. So I think we stole over 100 bases last year. We're going to try to improve on that this year. But we just have to be smart. We have to put the ball in play. The thing I preach the most with our guys is we just got to cut down the strikeouts. From year 1 to year 2, we cut down the strikeouts by about 40. And I'm looking for another cut, from year 2 to year 3, because these guys have now seen varsity pitching. Most of our guys that are going to be in the lineup have seen varsity pitching now for at least a year, most of them 2 years. So I think as long as you're putting the ball in play and putting pressure on the defense in high school, you're going to win a lot of games. You're going to score a lot of runs. So that's really the goal this year offensively. I also think we've got a little bit more pop, so we're probably going to hit some more home runs this year than we have in the past, which is always, that's always a plus when you can put 2 or 3 on the board in one swing.
That district tourney run plus the region run last year. Coach, you took over this team a few years ago. Mm-hmm. What have you learned about this team over these past couple of years as you got into that head coaching role?
Man, I mean, I haven't learned much about the baseball side of things. It's the other side that I wasn't really prepared for. Navigating the different things that are involved in high school baseball, navigating the parent dynamic that goes into high school baseball, and it just is what it is. I mean, that's just part of what we have to go through. And like our college coach, my college coach, Coach Mack, that's still at Louisville now, you used to tell us all the time, parents' love is unconditional. No matter what happens, your parents can be in your corner. I want to be that same guy. I want to be in everybody's corner, but at the same time, I have to make those tough decisions that sometimes are unpopular, and then you got to navigate how you go about dealing with those things once they come. But as far as the baseball side of it goes, there's not anything new for me in that aspect of it. The kids have been great. I haven't had many discipline problems whatsoever. I mean, the kids at Barren have been wonderful, and we're just hoping that we can continue to build.
Well, we got time for about one more, and I want to make it this question to Matthew, Tristan, and Coach Derek Alfonso. Favorite baseball movie of all time? Tristan, we'll start with you.
For the love of the game.
For the love of the game, all right. What about you, Matthew?
I like 61.
Nice, 61, yeah, absolutely.
Bull Durham,
Maris.
Bull Durham, Nuke LaLoosh. That's the movie.
Bull Durham, that is one heck of a good baseball game, man. What about you, KGD?
I'm good with the bench warmers. That's my I am 12. Yes, I am.
I'm torn between Major League and the Natural, man. Both of those are great. Guys, good luck this year out there on the diamond for the Trojans, Coach. Hope you have a good, healthy season, man. Glad to see you back 100%.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it. We always thank you guys for the coverage and look forward to the season.
We love it. Stay right here. We'll be back with more Sports Connection right after these messages on WBKO.